My name is Benny. I'm a university student and a musician. Now, I picked up the guitar and keyboard about 3 years ago, but I focused primarily on the guitar and I spend most of my time playing the electric guitar. The electric guitar is like my main creative outlet when I'm not buried with coursework from my university. Now, I first started learning the guitar at school under the guidance of a dedicated teacher who's really talented and has a really good passion for music. And watching him play made me aspire to reach his level of skill. And his mentorship played a big role in shaping my identity. On May 8th, 2021, everything changed. That day, my house caught a fire. I remember being in my bedroom when I heard the door sort of shaking, and when I opened it, thick smoke just started flooding the hallway. And at that time, I was home alone with my sister. So without thinking twice, I rushed to her room, I grabbed her, we ran outside, we went door to door to all our neighbors. We're trying to get the neighbors out of the house really quick before the flames were spreading even further. Now that day, I feel like I lost more than just the house. I lost what made me feel like myself. Music had always been my identity, my escape, and my way of expressing who I am. And suddenly it was all taken away from me. In the months after the fire, I hit one of my lowest points in life. I was empty, stripped from the one thing that gave me purpose. So with no instruments, with no outlet to channel my emotions, every day felt like a reminder of what I had lost. So when I started university, it felt like I had hit a reset button on my life. After losing everything in the fire, I was desperate to find a spark again, or a purpose, to reconnect with a version of myself that I had lost. And that's exactly what happened when I stepped onto campus and picked up a guitar again. And slowly but surely, music became part of my life again, and so did my passion. So I threw myself into the campus, and eventually I became the president of the music club. And it felt like a full circle, the kid who once lost his entire creative world and was now leading a community of musicians. And I was surrounded by people that shared the same interest as me. And we went around, we did performances. This was our main creative outlet. And that's also when I joined my first band. We called ourselves Roxanne. Our biggest accomplishment was performing at City Walk in Dubai. Now, we didn't win the battle, but honestly, just being there on stage in front of like hundreds of people, it was like a dream come true. As great as it sounds, the reality of being a band wasn't always smooth, because behind the scenes, Roxanne had a lot of serious management issues.
So, Roxanne, it was a 5-piece band. It was a very chaotic band. A lot of issues, a lot of fights, but then also we had some good times, we had some good performances. Benito and I only had each other in that band, if you ask me. It was sort of 3 of them against the 2 of us.
And over time, eventually the band sort of fell apart.
There were too many egos at play. You can't have too many drama queens in one band.
And it was tough watching something that we built with so much energy and excitement, and it slowly faded away. Being in Roxanne taught me more than any textbook ever could. It taught me a lot about compromise and how messy and unpredictable collaboration could be. Even though that chapter closed in my life, it was still one of the most formative parts of my journey, and it is what shaped me to become who I am now. So after Roxanne came to an end, I wasn't sure if I would ever find that kind of musical chemistry again. But then came a new chapter, a new band. So what made the band so special from the start was that everyone was new except for Saloni, our drummer.
So I met Benny, I think, in my first week of uni, and I was with my bandmates from Roxanne. We were in the MPR, and he walked in and said, "I play music as well." And we were like, "Okay, what do you play?" He's like, "Tell me any instrument."
Saloni has been with me since day one of university. She was there through Roxanne, she was there through the highs and lows. And she stuck by my side and we started building something new. So the band is called Where's Danny? And the name, it's painfully accurate.
Where's Danny was actually the name of our group chat that we made. And we didn't get a response from Danny for like maybe a week. And then even the rehearsals, we were like, is he gonna show up, is he not? And then it stuck on as a joke, and now it's the band's name.
So our debut as a band happened at Wattfest, which was hosted by Harriet Watt at the Agenda.
We're a lot more laid back in Where's Danny. We just show up and play anything, and then if something sounds particularly better, then it would show up in our set list.
And it was our very first show as a band. And we walked away with second place trophy just to kick things off, just like that. And it was unbelievable. The energy of the crowd, it felt like we started something special. It reminded me of why I kept chasing this dream. What really sets the new band, Where's Danny, apart from the previous band, is the vibe. Everyone in the band is like ridiculously talented. There's no ego, there's no drama, it's just pure passion for music.
We can definitely grow further from this as musicians. We've been given a lot more opportunity, especially now that we're VP and president. We can make opportunity for others as well as ourselves.
Where's Danny isn't just a band, it's the next step in this journey. And we've got plans, we've got heart, and we're just trying to get things started. My message to young students out there trying to chase their dreams, especially one that doesn't come with a clear roadmap, just know that it's not supposed to be easy. Find what makes you feel alive and hold on to it. You need to find the passion. And even when life throws chaos in your way, it's always important you have that one thing to come back to. And for me, it was music, and for you, it could be something different.